What's up, everyone? So, finally tonight, after months and months of hearing buzz and hype galore, I finally got to watch Talk to Me. And let me tell you, it was definitely worth the wait because this is easily one of the best horror films I've seen this year. And it's one of the most mercilessly paced horror films I've seen in years. Elements that are familiar feel fresh because they're assembled in a creative way and delivered at an absolutely frenetic pace. This is one of those movies like The Children that puts its foot on your throat well early on and never lets off until the end. And also, like The Children, without spoiling anything, I'll just say that this is a movie that has no qualms whatsoever about putting young kids in harm's way. God, I just feel so awful for the kid Riley in this movie, man. I mean, by comparison, Georgie getting eaten by Pennywise, that kid got off easy, dude. When things start happening to these kids, it's not even a matter of it being the most over the top, gruesome, gory thing you've ever seen. This isn't like Robert Rodriguez violence or something like that. This looks a lot more realistic, but every wound and injury and bit of physical damage that's inflicted on these characters is always so well filmed and so convincingly simulated that the sheer convincing nature of this violence is enough to make it have maximum impact, even if it's not the most visceral thing you've ever seen. Whoever was in charge of special makeup effects on this one deserves a raise. And the gooey film that hangs over all the specters that we see in this movie was a nice little touch, too. Again, it makes a big difference that they chose to render these ghouls in a relatively realistic, straightforward fashion. This movie has style to spare, don't get me wrong, but I think that by deviating from the normal graphic quality that a lot of ghouls and zombies in movies have, and instead using an approach that feels a little bit more sort of stark, it makes everything feel crisp and present, and you really buy into the lead character's conviction that all this stuff is actually happening to her. Sophie Wilde as the lead character, Mia, definitely scores a home run for herself here. What a performance. She must have just been exhausted by the time she was done making this movie. She's always able to show us Mia's underlying humanity no matter what, so that even when the character is making choices and just doing things that are all around bad, stupid, dangerous decisions, you still have enough rooting interest in Mia to care about her and want her to make it through this, even when you can't approve or support of what she's doing. The way she evokes Mia's slowly collapsing, deteriorating psychological state means that the tension is constantly building at a premium throughout every scene of the film, even in moments when the spirits aren't raising all kinds of hell. Supporting cast is very solid across the board as well. All the kids actually feel like kids. Their humor feels very natural and unforced. Miranda Otto also manages to do quite a bit with her role as Sue, the mother. Lots of North American audiences would recognize her as Zelda from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. She has a lot of fun in one early scene where she's really reaming the kids out, trying to get them to confess about a party. And being as she obviously played a witch in Sabrina, it is kind of fun watching her in the middle of this movie feeling helpless and overwhelmed by all the magic calamity that's going on around her. On that note, I'll also just say that I really appreciated the way that the movie was able to raise interesting questions about how much you can trust your own grasp of reality and your own perception without ever being heavy-handed about it. Haha, see what I did there? That's all I really have to say about this one, honestly. It is written and directed so well, paced so tightly that it is like a rubber band ready to snap. It's a hell of a ride, it's damn near flawless, and I definitely recommend it 100%. And that's all I have until next time. Thank you everybody for watching. Keep watching the channel for more content, and I will catch you later.